Hello, my name is Gary Schotten. I'm here in Beijing, China, just a little bit out of town at the Great Wall of China. Amazing story, amazing information. You can see just a little bit about the wall back here, a part that's restored, some 3,000 miles of wall that took 1,000 years to build. Certainly one of the 7 wonders of the world, and a great honor to be here. Our main purpose for being here is to be with our Chinese Christian friends. We're visiting such things as the Mercedes-Benz plant and several other manufacturing companies, a laser company, a robotic welding company, and just machine shops similar to my business. And part of this whole visit is for me to learn, and for my team, the team I'm with, to learn. And we're constant learners. I'm a learner. I want to know where I'm at in relation to things that are happening in other parts of the world, because it's truly a global market now. So if we're not able to understand what's happening and where we fit in that, we could find ourselves a little bit disappointed and maybe out of work. In fact, in the last year, my company has lost some work. Number one, we were operating in 2014 at about $1 million a month. That's about $50,000 a day going out in sales. We're about $600,000 a month now, which is only about $30,000 a day going out in sales. And so we've got to watch what we're doing. And where's this business going? Well, we had one oil company that's a larger oil company that's not buying anything. It's just their downslide. It's one of their peaks and valleys, and they're on a valley side of things right now. And so we have another customer that we had a family of parts based on last year's sales of $750,000 that we lost that due to our price. Wow, that hurts. I mean, of my total business for the year, say hopefully for $8, $10, $12, $11 million, if I lose $750,000, that's a dent. That hurts, especially with the rest of the economy happening. And so it was a price issue, and that's what I'm going to talk about today, because I'm here with my friends in China, and they ask us to talk about this because right here in China, the market continues to move on them. There's different parts of China. The more metropolitan area, the wages are higher, the rules are higher, they're more expensive to do work, and so my friends are being outsourced to a deeper into China, and they're saying, what do we do? Well, good luck. I mean, I'm in the same boat, but I hope to share some things that would help in this regard. Number one, I had to really know where my real finances are, whether I'm making a profit on certain groups of parts. And I'm kind of the opinion that the way I did business maybe 20 years ago, I was kind of hoping I was making a profit on certain individual job costing of an individual part. I didn't really know, and I'm doing a lot better, okay, because I need to know what my cost is so that I'm not contributing to my failure by underpricing my business. I need to know what my costs are. And once I know that, I had to come to a deep study to look at everything we could do, and you have to do the same thing to see how you can reduce expenses. I'm a strong proponent of systems and operations. Unless we have always improving our operations, we have the entire team improving our operations, we have everyone bought into making things better, making things go faster. Safety is number one, but after we know that we're safe and we operate safely, how can we make the part faster? In my case, we have machines that cost us a lot of money, and we have to pay for those machines and their upkeep, and so we bill our machines out at a specific rate per hour, just like you would have a plumber or electrician come out. Each one of my machines has an hourly rate, and that's how we determine whether or not we would bid on this part based on the amount of time it takes us to do the job. So basically, I need to know my numbers. Now, one of the things on the customer I'm dealing with on this loss of business is that I have to be sure that I know my numbers, I know where I'm at, but there was a place at the point that I couldn't drop my price anymore. I had to hold at that price. I had to be confident enough in the future, in the God's blessing on me as a company, that I'm not going to beg for that business. And that meant that I'm out looking for other business. I'm looking for niche business. I'm looking for businesses that fits me. And I also know that I've got to be, like I said before, efficient in what I'm doing. And so that drives me to be very ongoing looking for the good fits for our company. And I want to be sure that I don't just have work in my company. I want to know that it's business and parts and something that fits us well. I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate. I have a tendency, and this will come up amongst all of us, is that we somehow have a tendency maybe to lower our quality. Maybe you're in a pizza business, or maybe you're in some kind of a different business where it's food related, or something in a service business, and you start thinking about, well, lowering your quality. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't suggest that, because at the end of the day, that's the thing that's going to take us through the thick and the thin. We're going to be a safe company for our employees. We're going to treat our employees right, and we're going to put out a product that's high quality. Now, I had a chance here, a very enjoyable chance to look at and be involved with someone that works at middle management and fairly high level of middle management at the Mercedes-Benz plant. It's amazing what they have in operation as far as efficiency. The world's largest automotive plant we toured both on Sunday afternoon, and we're going to do it tomorrow. How interesting. And they're all about quality. They're all about making things better. They're all about making things work better. And it's part of our process of continual improvement, making sure things are better. But you know, are we being dedicated and diligent enough in our businesses? We have to ask that ourselves. Are we loafing through this? Are we making excuses? Are we accepting less than best? Because if we're not diligent, if we're not passionate, if we're not digging into the process, I'm telling you, we're probably just treading water. We're just going to fall behind. I kind of wonder about some businesses, and of course I can't say that I was perfect in everything that I did by any means. I made a lot of mistakes. And frankly, that's where I learned. I learned a lot from my mistakes, but I was never afraid to dig in and be diligent. I've been a worker. I'm not bragging. I don't want to be a workaholic. I don't want to affect negatively my family or my kids and my wife. But, you know, I'm thinking about business pretty well most of the time. A lot of times I'll wake in the morning and I'll have a new idea, and I better write it down because I'm liable to forget it if I don't write it down. And so basically, it's on my mind in a positive way because I'm diligent at business. And if I'm not diligent at business, why am I in it? Because I want to be successful. I want to know that every day I wake up and that I can accomplish something new. And frankly, for me, it's enjoyment in life. I want to have an enjoyable life, and it's enjoyable to me to be diligent at my work. Now, I'm not the cleanest guy. My wife will tell you that. I'm not the neatest guy. I'm not the most organized guy. I didn't say any of that. I'm just saying I am diligent in the fact that my wife knows it, those that are around me. I'm always working at something. I'm always moving forward. Even if I'm playing right now, but I'm videoing this video on top of the Great Wall of China because I want to be diligent. I want to capture this moment. I want to encourage you. I want you to know that God has a plan for your life, and if you will dig in with diligence, that alone can override a lot of downfalls that you might have. Well, I hope these videos are helpful to you. I hope this has given you some tips on how to retain some of your business, how to do business in a down cycle, and I ask that you might consider sharing these videos with someone else if you see them interesting. Thank you very much.